What's up guys, my name is Scott and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics. And today we're going to compare the 44 Magnum to the 500 Magnum. Now this sounds unfair, because it's unfair. It's apples to oranges. But the reason I'm doing this is because I thought it would be cool. The 44 Magnum used to be the world's most powerful production handgun. It was made in the 1950s and that was it. The 44 Magnum was the most powerful handgun at that time. Well now, the world's most powerful production handgun is the 500 Smith and Wesson Magnum. And that was made somewhere in 2003. So I thought it would be pretty cool to take what used to be the world's most powerful handgun and now the world's most powerful production handgun and compare the two, just for fun. So we have 48 inches of 10% ballistics gel. We're going to go outside, take a shot with each gun in the gel, and compare the two. Before we head outside, here's a look at the guns and the ammunition we're going to use in today's video. The guns used in today's video are a Ruger Super Redhawk 44 Magnum with a 9.5 inch barrel, and a Smith and Wesson 500 Magnum Performance Center with a 10.5 inch barrel. All the ammunition is Underwood ammo. Starting from left to right, we have a 44 Magnum 300 grain XTP jacketed hollow point. The advertised ballistics for this round is a velocity of 1,300 feet per second and 1,126 foot-pounds of muzzle energy. And next we have a 500 Smith and Wesson Magnum 350 grain XTP jacketed hollow point. The advertised ballistics for this round is a velocity of 1,912 feet per second and 2,842 foot-pounds of muzzle energy. Before we head outside, I want to give Underwood Ammo a special thanks for providing the ammunition used in today's video. Check them out. There's a link in the description down below that'll take you right to their website. Now let's head outside and get started. What are you, following me? Back off. Alright, first up is the 44 Magnum. The 44 Magnum shot out the side of the block, so we're going to have to shoot it again. Alright guys, so our first 44 Magnum shot out the side of our block, but our second 44 Magnum went through 32 inches exactly. Alright, now it's time for the 500 Smith and Wesson Magnum. Alright guys, the 500 Smith and Wesson Magnum went through just about 22 inches of gel. Alright guys, the 44 Magnum went further in the gel than the 500. But the 500 dumped its energy so much faster and so much harder than that 44 Magnum. Look at the differences in these wound channels. That is crazy. That is such a nasty wound channel. Alright guys, here's the 350 grain 500 Magnum. Look at how far back the jacket peeled. It looks like a flower that's about to bloom. Okay guys, I was not going to weigh these bullets or do anything like that. I really just wanted to see the results in the gel, and that was it. But I figure I would do it anyways, just so you all have the information. Here is the 44 Magnum on the left and the 500 Magnum on the right. Each bullet lengthwise. And here they are widthwise, side by side, the 44 Magnum on the left and the 500 Magnum on the right. The 44 Magnum is measuring at .72 and the 500 Magnum is measuring at .84. Okay guys, the 44 Magnum's original weight was 300 grains. Now it has a weight of 291.2 grains, plus or minus 1 grain. And the 500 Magnum was weighing 350 grains, and now it is weighing 273.2 grains, plus or minus 1 grain. Alright guys, pretty interesting results. And once again, I want to say that I'm not trying to compare the 44 Magnum to the 500 Magnum. There is no comparison. They're two completely different calibers. I just thought it would be cool to see the differences between the old champ and the new champ. Now I could have used a hard cast bullet, but I know if I use a hard cast bullet that's not expanding, that obviously the gun that's putting out more power and more velocity is going to go through more gel. I used a hollow point because I wanted to see the differences in wound channel and energy transfer, and that's what we saw today. 44 Magnum hit the gel hard, and it went pretty far. It went about 10 inches deeper than the 500 Magnum. But the 500 Magnum hit the gel way harder, transferred its energy much faster, and created a much more devastating wound channel. Now I love 44 Magnum, and I think it's a great round for just about anything, but there is no denying the sheer power of that 500 Magnum. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to check out Kentucky Ballistics on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Once again, my name is Scott. You're watching Kentucky Ballistics. I'll see you next time.